recording.
You're recording right now?
Yeah, I'm recording on the camera. Camera's recording.
Okay. Phone off.
Phone's off.
Testicles 1, 2, 1, 2. I feel like the camera's in my face. Now it's not. Or this is in my face.
Alright. Hold on 1 second. Soon. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, yeah. We're
Good?
live.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live. Podcast studio.
Alright. Recording, 30 seconds in, recording on there.
Recording.
Yeah, we are good.
What is up, guys?
It's been a
Welcome
long
back
time.
to Unpacking Yakking. It's been a minute. And we just had a totally normal ass week in America. Assassination attempt, which now we've seen a bunch of guys with bandages on their ears on the river.
Samuel got rid of his Jeep.
Samuel got rid of his Jeep, got in a truck. When Joe Biden finds out he dropped out, he's going to be fucking shocked.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know what the fuck he signed on that fucking letter.
He thought he signed an executive order. They rolled him out of there. So, guys, crazy week, but that's not why we're here. Just hilarious that that's the week we've had in America. Fucking.
We found out that
What a
Biden.
time to be like 30-year-olds.
We found out that Biden was getting or wasn't going to be running this year here at the shop, so that's why.
Yeah.
We're already playing record a podcast, and it
Yeah,
just became
just
recent
wild.
news.
Just, again, the craziest 7 days I've lived through, other than insurrection and then like pandemic shutting down stuff. Wild. Like, I'm tired of living through once in a lifetime events.
I've never seen so many units on the lake with bandages on their ears.
Hilarious. So, guys, the deal is we're going to go ahead and break down why we haven't been here. As you can see, some things have changed. Samuel sold the table from under us. Just kidding. He just got rid of it because he's made a bigger storage area, and that's where we shoot the pod, in the storage area of Outdoor Alphas.
At least that's what we're told.
Yeah, at least that's what we're told. So back here, obviously, you see leaders because they make all in-house leaders that are sold there, which is pretty cool. You've got bags for the drugs that he's. I'm just kidding, for the hooks and things that he sells. If a cop walked in, that's intent to distribute right there. And then there's a rod building machine right here that you can't see off camera that mark the basically blood of the company that's here every day
The
holding it
guy
down.
who literally built this fucking store from the ground up.
For sure, literally
Off
him.
Samuel's finances.
For sure. Like, he's the guy. Anyways, now he builds a rod, so he can do a custom rod, whatever you need. Swim bait rod, finesse rod, spinning reel, offshore. The guy's a beast with rods. So that's why we're kind of in a weird area.
That rod, if that rod can hold Manny at the end, trust me, bro, it's solid.
And then also, we've actually got some messages online on Instagram and on Facebook. Why haven't we done anything? Did it get canceled? Are y'all not friends? Did y'all get in a fight? Not at all.
People saw our fucking group chat. They would assume that.
All right. No, this guy's my boy, right? No, dude, life got busy. The shop has been growing. My personal business has been really good. He's looking to expand his business that he does for work. He was doing a few other podcasts that he was managing.
I got fired from one of them. That was pretty cool.
Which is awesome because now we've got time to be here on a Sunday. And guys, it's just things have been going. There have been changes here at the shop. Callie's not allowed here anymore.
Yeah, that was another issue. Like, Samuel had a gathering here, and then Samuel was just like, "Yo, dude, you can't bring your dog. It's too much of a liability because Callie's got some reactivity issues." And it's been very difficult for me to step foot back into this fucking store without her. You know, but all bullshit aside, you know, it's for the best, and she's not gonna be distracting us while we're here recording. I liked her present here, but
she's awesome. She's awesome. I don't mind her. I love giving shit to Roland about her, but when it comes to like when we start having, you know, guests that we don't want to interrupt. We don't want to
she's just a distraction.
And some people don't fuck with dogs, right? And I just don't want it to be like, obviously we do, but some guests are like, whoa, you know, and
and then they see her size and Callie's
big,
like,
so it's just for the best. So guys, there's been some changes, but we're here. It's going to be sweet, short, to the point. We have lake level updates. We have CFS updates, as sad as they are. We're going to go over a bunch of things. So let's jump right into it, man. We've actually had a pretty mild July. I think we have another week of rain coming up. Another 6 days of rain.
It's going to be a little cold front.
Highs in the 80s.
Yes.
all next week, which is crazy. It's July. I think I was talking to my wife and some friends over the last couple weeks. I think whenever it's, and I want to make sure I get this right. Is it La Nina that's now, right? Technically?
I don't fucking know, man.
I think it's La Nina. Let me make sure I don't sound like a complete
It's called
idiot.
the little girl.
Let me see. You know what it has to deal with.
Biden named that.
Yeah, so we're in La Nina, right?
Okay.
La Nina. And
The little
basically what
It's
it is,
weird.
what it is,
It was very weird. Like, I can only imagine like the actual like newscaster saying La Nina's gonna be bringing in the showers. Like, what the fuck?
You're like, what? And we should have pulled this up, but this has to do with what are El Nino and La Nina. Let's see.
Also, I just want to.
Yeah, it says La Nina is Spanish for the little girl.
Yeah.
It's basically a temperature variation between the ocean and the atmosphere. These phases usually occur every few years and last 9 to 12 months.
And we just saw the movie Twisters.
Right. Yeah.
I've been like wanting to like get into like meteorology, like here specifically, just like to do little skits on the local waters here. Clearly, I'm not going to be fucking right at all, but
Gotcha.
It's one of those things where we're like, hey, let's bring it up, like the newscast or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just basically reading up on this so I can tell you an exact experience. So pretty much it is what I mentioned a while ago. The technical term is a difference in temperature, a variation between the ocean and the atmosphere over the east central tropical Pacific. So pretty much we get more moisture in the air. And like if you look at the world and the, charts of, the temperature from the equator, etc., we're getting more of the tropical weather. I was talking to my friends and my wife's friends about it. Like I feel like we're getting tropical weather. Like I think it shot it higher where like the heat waves where we're supposed to have a hotter than normal summer. The rest of the country is experiencing crazy heat waves right now. Like Colorado in the triple digits, Oregon in the triple. I have a buddy that lives in Washington, Vancouver, and he was like, nobody has ACs up here and it's triple digits. It's crazy. And here we're like, bro, it's like 80 is the high.
Yeah.
It's because I think the atmosphere pushed some of that tropical weather more north than they anticipated, and we're experiencing the tropical weather, and up north of us geographically in the US they're experiencing that hot ass edge of that, and now they're seeing the triple digits instead of us. So
well, I'm gonna say what Manny says, Biden's economy,
and blame Biden, right?
Yeah, blame Biden.
Thanks, Biden. But point being is, guys, we've got a lot of rain. We had more rain in the month of June than we had all of summer, I want to say, 2023 in Texas or in here in San Antonio.
Yeah, but why are levels so low?
More people, more humans,
construction,
more straws in the ground.
Okay, so more straws in the ground.
What do they call it? That's more watershed, right? Yeah. They build a home, they build a neighborhood up in the hill country. They want the water out of the neighborhood as quick as possible. Where before it would like stay and seep into the ground, all the trees, the roots, all that, it would keep it. Now it's like we want water out of the neighborhood, into the river, gone quicker. So that's inevitably what's happening. And I'd like to get like a TPWD, like a game warden that would love to talk about like the effect of watershed. I'm saying like I can't wait till we can have one on there. So guys, we're getting more rain than normal, which is awesome. We have another 5 days of scheduled rain after today.
Real quick, would your meteorology friend be able to come in one day?
Yes. So
break that down?
we're later in the pod. We're gonna talk about our next guest that we're planning on having in the near to very close future. So we've got more rain than we've had all last year this summer. Comparatively, in spite of what people say, it's been awesome. We're supposed to have another 5 days. Hurricane Beryl missed us. We just got like a couple days of cooler weather, windy, which would have been awesome to get pounded by Beryl.
My mom got hit with that out in Houston. Unfortunately,
she did?
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. They were there. I believe they were in Center Point. Center Point was where it hit, and they lost electricity there, so they were there for like a good week without electricity in the fucking hotel. She said the fucking hotel stunk so bad. They didn't have running water apparently, and all that other bullshit. They ended up getting an Airbnb somewhere in that they had to sleep in their car because it was so fucking hot inside the hotel room. And I was like, dude, you got to get your fucking refund. Like there's got to be a way for you to get your refund.
I forgot about the little mini. And again, politics aside, they did a really good job of keeping the little mini catastrophe we had here in Texas.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff. I mean, linemen are getting attacked because people haven't had power for weeks.
That was really weird. That the people that are there to help out with the electricity were getting attacked by the locals, which makes zero fucking sense.
Yeah, but also to be a local without power for 8 days, I don't know what that feels like either. Again, Texas has done and the whole time Abbott's been out of the country. Like when that happened, that's past. That's weeks ago now. But it's been weird. Like it was a weird. Yeah. It was not talked about.
Abbott made a pretty fucking certain thing that it wouldn't have made a difference whether he was here or not, which I get to an extent.
For sure. But also like it would have, maybe things would have happened quicker to where, well, also we don't plan for infrastructure shit at all.
Yeah, like, no, that's another thing.
Natural disasters, we just also
we pretty much just shoot from the hip. As
we talked about earlier, a crazy normal week. 2 days ago, there was a mass cyber update that ended up fucking up.
No shit.
Computer, like, dude, this is... I think we should spend less money, right, on military and maybe more on infrastructure and fucking cyber security shit, right? Like an update fucked up an entire day's worth of travel and hospitals and surgeries. A Microsoft, it was supposed to make it better.
Yeah.
It fucked it up. Imagine when somebody tries to fuck it up.
There's just somebody fucked up that 10 into the code.
Okay, Manny was like, it's Friday. Like, dude, I don't know, crazy. So let's get on that topic. But rain, we've got lake levels, river levels. Let's go break down. So right now, Canyon's sitting at 55.1%. I think...
How many ramps are open,
There's only one ramp open, I believe. Okay. And I think if it drops another foot, they're going to close it. So boat ramp 18 is the only one that's open. And
once they close it, nobody's allowed on the lake.
I don't know how that's going to work.
How does that fucking work?
I don't know. We're living again in these once in a lifetime bullshit. I'm tired of living it.
Didn't some fucking town that
the town that was everybody known it was there, but it's just now exposed. The caves are there was a guy did a concert, an upcoming country artist did a fucking concert in the cave, which is cool. Shout out to whoever that guy is. Maybe we'll put it in here in the video, but it's crazy. So Canyon Lake's at 55.1% full. Apparently, or so. Like a foot or two, it drops. If it drops a foot or two more, they're gonna close that.
Do you think
ramp.
It's gonna drop
a foot or two more? We're getting rain, so hopefully not, but you never know. Medina Lake is at 2.2% full. That thing's almost gone. Travis is at 40.1% full as of today, which is the 21st of July, and honestly, all the lakes above Austin. So LBJ, what else? Buchanan, Possum Kingdom, Inks, all of those, their levels are great. They've been getting a shitload of rain. Central Texas has been getting hit with bands of storms for the last month and a half, where there was like flooding. Dams were, they were worried about dams, holding up because there was a lot of rain in a short amount of time. We've been getting some good rain, just not south.
Well, I mean, the meteorologist
has been getting rain.
But like the meteorologists are like, oh, it's going to hit us. And then sure enough, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, weather's hard to predict, so I don't,
Yeah, 100%. You're literally shooting from the hip.
You're basing off of computer models.
They're
and
like,
then
fuck.
A gust of wind, and then you're hitting the hill country, and then that sends things different ways.
I guess that's why the meteorologists now are starting to freestyle during their part of their 5 minutes of the news.
Like it's always funny, right? You watch the Mexican meteorology, and it's always like the hottest, baddest chick. But when the weather gets serious, they put the deal back. Hurricane barrels coming to hit. But it's so funny. So. Those are your lake levels for the lakes that are like concerning. Medina, no damn boats. Canyon's at basically half, a little over half. And Travis is under half. But I think Samuel, owner of Outdoor Alphas, was just out there or said he went out there. And they have like 4 ramps open. I don't know the details on those. You got to do your own research at that because that's a lake that we don't go to. The rivers. So the rivers are even more saddening, in my opinion. So the only CFS level that I would really pull from for the Guad is going to be below Canyon Lake. That's at 72 CFS right now. That's pretty low. Above Canyon Lake, it's going to be hit or miss based on if it's near a spring, if we get rain. But I would say in Kerrville, which is close to the headwaters, last time I checked, it was like 22 CFS. It's pretty low. Medina Lake or Medina River, 0 CFS. No flow. Medina Lake doesn't get water unless the water is going over the dam in Bandera, Texas. And for the last 6 months plus, the Medina River is at 0 CFS, so
Jesus
no
Christ.
flow. And then the San Marcos, which is a river was still an hour away, that is at 111 CFS. That's
pretty
about
good.
that's where it always stays, basically with just running off of the spring. But Aquarina Springs, what's the one? Atlanta Park, all those places, they have less water than normal too because of the development. New Braunfels, it was the 2024 #1 destination to visit in the country.
Yeah, this shit's wild.
Parker McCullum lives there.
Yeah, allegedly.
A lot of wealth from other states have moved to New Braunfels in the last 8 to 12 months. A lot of money has moved into New Braunfels. A lot of people have moved to New Braunfels.
I wanted to live there.
The mill that dam is at right there off of Common Street in downtown New Braunfels, that got bought out in 2022 by Casey, San Antonio-based company, and they're going to build apartments, hotels, a bar right there. New Braunfels is a vibe.
It is a vibe, but
it is a vibe, but as a Texan, it's also like whack, right?
Well, I mean, New Braunfels. Okay, so tell you this: New Braunfels is not as lenient when it comes to like 420. Things.
Yeah.
You will get fucking arrested. You will get a felony charge. They don't fuck around there. So it is a vibe.
It's better to be
extent.
drunk off your ass than
It's wild, right?
calm, cool, collected, hungry, and happy.
Yeah.
But
my buddy who got it recently got arrested there. He said that the judge was pissed off because it was a Labor Day weekend, and instead of bringing in drunks, they brought a bunch of fucking potheads in and arrested them.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the judge was like, "Yo, dude, we're supposed to fucking be pulling people over for DUIs, not people that are fucking chill and relax or whatever."
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna dismiss all these people. I'm not gonna fucking keep them here longer.
dope. So just, New Braunfels is awesome. It's got water, fun, everything you could think of, beer, good food. You're right close to, you're 30 minutes away from the barbecue capital in Texas, Lockhart. I mean, it's awesome.
Smitty's goes hard.
It's awesome. Like my dad grew up in San Marcos. My grandmother, my only living grandmother, still lives there. Like it's part of my family. I love it. But also I've seen it go from a little quiet German town to the #1 place to visit in the country 2024.
Must be hectic during the summer because of Schlitterbahn.
Golly, Schlitterbahn,
The
tubes, there's a lot more humans that live in the state than
a lot more littering.
Yeah,
in the river.
There's a lot of more people. It's kind of annoying, but it also brings money. Businesses boomed because of it. It's a catch-22. So let's see. Store update. Like I was saying, we're in this predicament. The studio, if you will, doesn't look as great as it did before.
Because Samuel's turning this into something else.
Yeah, he's expanding his business. Like I said, there's a rod building machine right off view here. You've got all the leader making materials off view here. The leaders that are already created behind us. It's his business. He's gracious enough to let us shoot the pot here. We'll take what we can.
He's like, I got a badass table for you, hun. He's got this
He's like,
table from fucking Amazon.
Off like Amazon. It's like we had to use regular chairs versus our tall chair. We're gonna make do, guys. We're here. We're excited. I told Roland we'd be really upset in 5 years where this is if we didn't do it. Like I think we really would.
Yeah,
especially with who we are and how we are in the community of kayaking and like how much like we're literally the only people I know that are losers about fishing as much as I like. I literally love it. So I love that we're doing it. No Bad Days kayak update. So through the store, they have a few kayaks here on consignment. No Bad Days didn't go out of business. They're not going to go out of business. However, they were kind of getting bent over there where they were.
pretty fucked up.
So there was just a lot of stuff. Again, it's not our business to say, but they are just going to have their Pflugerville location for the time being. They're still a company that is kick-ass. JR is still going to work with them.
We're going to be having him we're going to be having him on the pod.
For sure. We're going to go over the future podcast, but he's working to make that store a retail front currently, and then he's going to be doing mobile stuff for repairs through the store here in San Antonio. I've got that info from him, so I know that's good. So No Bad Days, guys. They're still a sponsor of the store. They are a sponsor of the pod.
Us.
And dope. Forrest is a great guy. Still free delivery for anybody
Funny
in
as
Texas. Super funny. Please make sure you if you buy a kayak from them and we sent them to you, let them know, because that just lets them know that we're still out here doing what we do for them.
Or here at the shop, Sam has got some kayaks here.
I think he's got a Propel 10 native. I think he's got a bona fide PWR 119. So that's going to be the one that's like 4.
Speaking of bona fide, what'd you think of their new
Oh yeah, dude! iCast is right now. Currently, iCast.
It's done.
It's done now. But the SEMA, if you will, of the fishing industry just happened. You know, the game-changing shit came out. Bonafide decided to make a kayak that could hold 2 fat motherfuckers, like giants. And again, they made the joke themselves.
Yeah, they made the joke themselves. My thing was like I commented on there, and I was just like, I made a joke like, Manny, there's no fucking way that thing's gonna be holding you if you're at the front seat. You know, that thing's gonna sink right in. And there was 2 big units on that fucking
big units. The kayak world knows who Chad Hoover and Chad Hoover. I can remember him. The other guy, Gene from YouTuber, kayaker, Alabama, Georgia boy, Alabama. He'd kill me if I said Alabama.
Bro, so I didn't know how big the fucking kayak was. With both of them on there, and then I saw like an actual, just like the kayak
a human sitting next to it, like, and this is the kayak.
Yeah, I was like, oh huge. Shit! I was like, that motherfucker's not going to sink at all.
It's huge. I've heard a bunch of stuff like, oh, we always knew kayaking was going to turn into this, like JDM, like a bunch of people, I guess JDM, you know, Japan-based bass fishing. They'll fish in like little boats that are basically like kayaks, but they're boats.
Dude, the scene in Japan.
It'd be cool to go. I mean, my brother-in-law lives there, so hopefully when my daughter, you know, when she gets a little older and my son gets a little older,
I want to go so bad.
We'll go to Japan before they either.
The aesthetic is fucking insane.
I would love to go catch a bass at Lake Biwa. I'd love to go buy all the G-Shocks that were limited runs only in Japan. I'd like to buy swim baits that are only in Japan. Yeah, like super cool. Buy some fucking cameras only in Japan. Like, you know what I mean? The triggers on the other side. Like, just some cool stuff. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just BS in there. So guys, that's, make sure you shout out No Bad Days. They're still a pod sponsor.
Are you still with Team Bonafide?
No. After COVID, I never like renewed the contract. Thing, anything like that.
My contract must have gotten lost.
They went, my contract must have got lost in the mail. Wherever my stimulus is at. So is the re-up letter. No, they did like a full diversification of the. I take that back. They went a whole different route with who they were going to use as their main social media guys. So like I said, Gene Jensen is his name. There you go. Chad Hoover, and Justin Floyd are like their main 3.
Kayak plug.
Kayak plug on Instagram. Those are their main 3 like social media guys. So good on them. And I think Paris Edwards is the homie that's on with them. And then I don't know anybody else. I'd be like lying if I said any other names. So that's the new Team Bonafide. And I like that we picked up a sponsor here locally because we can work with them locally, but also we get the opportunity to try different boats.
Yeah, so we're not tied down to one fucking brand.
Yeah. Like we're kayak guys.
So
right? It's unpacking yak, and I wanna catch them all, bro. Pokemon.
What was the kayak that you were using that Forrest let you borrow?
So right now I'm using the Bonafide RS 127. It's the one that you paddle. I should know the name, man. I just haven't.
How heavy is it?
It's like 89 pounds. It's 12 foot long. I mean,
that's pedal drive.
Pedal drive. It's nice. I've caught some nice fish in it. I've been kayaking some lakes around here, getting on some pretty good fish. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without that. Like I would have been able to do it, but it would have been more of a physical burden.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have got there as quick. With the pedals I can do. With a paddle, I think a human on average does about 2 to 3 miles an hour. Pedaling, you could probably get closer to 4 to 5. So, I could cover 2.5 miles in 30 minutes with the pedals and then fish, water that I wouldn't be able to get to.
Or you do otherwise. Like Manny, have the electrical motor.
Yeah, you could have the motor. It's gonna suck because I put it in and then now they're gonna have all these. What
was I gonna say? I don't know if we could bring this up. I'll cut it out if we have to. What happened to the owner of TGK?
The owner of TGK. Oh, I think he got in like a accident, like a freak accident riding a horse.
Oh shit!
Fell on him. Like I think he's doing well. I know he sent an update out when it happened. Manny's part of Team TGK, so he'd be somebody that would know more about it. It's called the P127. The kayak I have is the P127. That's the pedal drive. It's 12 foot 7 inches. It's a big bitch. Dude, launching it at these lakes at 1% full, 50% full. I mean, they're literally all the ramps are like this, or you're literally throwing your kayak down boulders to get to the water. It's not nothing new that we've been doing in a river. Portaging is part of river fishing, so you know, I get out there sometimes and guys are like, God damn, you're doing that. But it's like, dude, sometimes we were portaging rivers that were going dry as they were going dry. So there'd be a point where we're dragging just over rocks for a mile. I remember
those days.
So to go over a little
Seguin.
hill. Yeah, Seguin, you know, up in Kerrville, up in the hill country, but above Kerrville, out towards the Frio, like all those rivers, like we were fishing them as they were drying, and you'd have to pull your kayak for a mile in inch-deep water. So throwing it over a rock 100 feet down to the water level, it's really not. It's not that deep, you know. Kayaking is keeping us young and fit. So, so man, after that, dude, I mean, fishing's been good for the water levels. I know people are catching on canyon punching, on top water, schooling. The stripers are biting out there in the early morning. Yeah.
I mean, your boy Travis ended up catching with the top water.
Oh, yeah. I took Travis out to some of the lakes that I'm fishing around that I'm getting on. I've been on I had a really good June. I caught 2 6s, a 7, and then like a 40 minutes of film. 5s. Yeah, I am chasing a big fish, and I did think I lost a double digit the other day, but I have about
allegedly. That's what they all say.
Allegedly, no, it was pretty big. I have it on film. Cast the catch came off. It was a bucket mouth.
I like how you texted everybody. Keep Toyota on speed dial.
Yeah, keep Toyota on speed dial, baby. Share Lunker, come on, but. I have about 40 minutes of fish catching. Like if I did a reintroduction to a YouTube video, it would be this. Like it would be, and I'd like to have you come out and do like B-roll with the drone and stuff. Even if I'm not, because I would want to like put my heart into that project and be like, the last project I made, I wasn't a father, and it was, you know, beginning of the pandemic. Yeah. Life changed dramatically, and we've had to kind of, you know,
expecting your second kid, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hell yeah. That's the other thing, dude. I've been busy at the house.
Trying to stack up money.
Right? No, that's the thing, man. We've had to adjust. We've all had to make adjustments. Manny's fishing lakes. I'm fishing lakes.
I'm doing
the
dog
rivers
decoy.
Aren't there. He's getting bit by dogs to feel something. Dude, things crazy, bro. Like it's been fun. So I've got some good footy coming out. If you're following me on Instagram, you've seen some of it. I haven't posted all of it because some of it will be a dead giveaway of where I'm at. So like I said, once I get to where I want to be with the video, you know, then it's all, you know, all bets are off. Go out there and get bit. Again, put in the work, find the fish. You'll understand. Other than that, man, let's wrap it up or get to wrapping it up with the future pods that we have. So this is stuff that we have in the works, that we've talked to them, that we just have to find time because now you're not doing a pod with somebody. And so we're basically have a little more free time.
And there's the fucking lights.
Perfect. Cause I mean,
how funny would it be if Sam was like looking through the cameras, purposely turning this shit off?
All right. Okay, let Roland get back in frame here, but future pods that we have going on, and I don't want to do them a disservice and really try to intro them at all. I'm just going to name drop. So we're going to have J.R. McCoby on. Dude's been in the fishing industry for kayaks for at least a decade. As long as I've known him, he's been with kayaks, and we'll let the pod speak for itself. We're going to have Mark, the guy up in the front. Mark, he is literally the blood of this company. I feel like he's always
builds
here.
Custom rods.
He's building the rods. He's making the sales.
Has
he's
a lot of
helping
stories.
Customers. The dude looks like he's seen some shit. He's seen some shit. So we're gonna get him on. That'll be a super fun pod because he's the guy you're gonna see if you come to Outdoor Alphas. That's super cool. I've got something in the works with our buddy, old pal, Mark Austin. We tried to have him on before, but legally, I think his voice was owned or copyrighted by whoever.
How wild is that?
Crazy, right?
I couldn't sign a fucking contract like that, bro.
Crazy. But we're going to have him on, so we're going to learn about
meteorology,
the behind the scenes with meteorology, the behind the scenes with TV producing, hopefully, and he kayak fishes.
How funny would it be if he's just like giving the wrong fucking news weather information just so he could go fishing on those days?
He just comes to the pod and pulls a Tucker Carlson. That shit was all fake as fuck. I was like, it was,
dude, I know, but how funny would it be?
Ratings were ratings.
How funny would it be if he's just giving the wrong weather information just so he could go fishing on the good days?
Right? Oh, that'd be something to talk about. So again, we're not trying to spoil any of those, but those are who we have lined up. And then we definitely want to get.
Oh, hold on.
We definitely want to get Marshall back on.
Somebody called me. Yo, what's up? You're on the pod.
Oh, we just calling to see how Albert is. If he's okay. If he's about to jump off the cliff or not.
Dude, we're here. We're here celebrating, brother.
We're recording a pod right now.
We're recording. You're on live right now. Manny's on live. Manny's catching dinks. Manny's catching dinks at Decker right now, boys. How full is it?
Dinks and Decker was live action, baby.
How full was it?
Cheese grater fish, bro.
It was, what do you mean full?
Like is it normal levels? We did a lake level update today. Decker wasn't on the list.
It was average, same. I mean, it doesn't fluctuate too much, honestly.
Dope. Cool. You caught him on top water, right?
Yeah, what was that?
You caught him on top water?
Brandon caught top water, caught him micro swim baits, freaking hair jigs, freaking swim
Dang.
jigs.
Hey, y'all sounds like y'all welcome.
Hey, we were catching them on everything.
That's dope.
I'm just driving by some dude on a motorcycle who just got hit.
Okay, so those are conversations with Manny. We'll holler at you later, big dog.
Later, bro.
All right, later. There's a moped.
Oh, he did. Okay, so guys, that's who we have on the pod coming up. We'll get Manny back. Manny's always like, Manny B, Travis, and Brandon and Roland and I could probably podcast about some of the funniest, coolest, dumbest shit ever. But I want to save those pods for like when we kind of build traction, when we start getting a little bigger. Because, dude, those stories need to be told.
I wish we had a Patreon page to put those stories in.
Yeah, because some of them aren't going to be, they'll be cancelable, right? But also,
100%.
man, like that, like our friendships fortified.
It's special to us and private to us.
Yeah, why we do this shit. So that's what we have coming forward, man. I hope you can use those lake level updates and the river level updates to make your decision when you head out on the water. Guys, we're getting a lot of low pressure water, rain coming
this week coming in.
Take advantage of it. And hopefully we can get this pod out ASAP so y'all can. Oh, because we've had people message the page.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it today.
Gotcha.
Today's Sunday.
So the page, we've had people message the page. Hey, did y'all cancel? Y'all not doing it anymore? Are you a rolling out friend? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's
Nobody
fucking
said that.
pendejo right here.
Nobody said that. We just life's busy. Life's busy. The store was going through changes. America's this episode, this season of America's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't have on my 2024 bingo ballot that Sebastian was going to start a clothing company called Swish Baits All Day.
Swim Baits All Day.
Dude,
bro, it's been awesome, crazy, fun, exciting, and I really feel like we would really regret it if we didn't do the pod.
Yeah.
So
we gotta have Sebastian on.
We'll have him on. Promote the page, promote his page, promote his company. Maybe he'll bring us some gear since we catch.
I don't know. Manny's been harassing him.
Yeah, Manny's been. I saw him post about Manny the other day or earlier. I haven't roasted.
I sent him a message. I was just like, Manny's got a heart on right now reading that.
So we'll have him on, guys. A lot of cool things are happening. I've been picking up some swim baits. Some new swim baits are coming out on the market. ICAST just happened. It's summer, right? It's July. We got August, and then it's the fall.
I hope one of these days we get to do a live podcast at ICAST. Like I would say that right now, and
say
then
it right now.
The swim bait gathering.
And then boom, do it at ICAST. That would be cool. That would be super cool.
It'd be fucking wild that we're just over here like in this little shed right here, and then next thing you know, we're at ICAST doing a live podcast.
That'd be super cool. And really, we just really got to put in the legwork because we have the knowledge as far as time on the water, but also we just need to do it. We need to do it. So we're showing up and doing it. Well, I think that's it for today.
This is fucking. We got 33 minutes.
I think it should be short, sweet. What else you got? We'll let roll in.
Oh shit!
What you got? I'm good. I wanted to get the updates out. I wanted to talk about.
So another thing we're talking about. So you've been throwing worms out. Who's been making your worms?
Oh, so we got a guy here in-house through Outdoor Alphas, Barracuda Baits. A guy named Jared Hickey. He makes all the baits here in town. He's got everything.
When I first met Jared, he was smoking that Black and Mild.
Oh, he was? That's hilarious. You're like, God damn. I've been throwing a big 13-inch worm that he's made me. I haven't got bit on it, but I mean that's like throwing a big swim bait. Yeah. You're not gonna get bit on it all the time.
I mean, we need to call it the Big Chile.
Yeah, big Chile. When you do, you better hang on. So,
dude, what I would like to do is I'd like to do a collaboration with Unpacking Yak and get the colors in there, or like. Signature colors.
Yeah, like push out a product that we, again...
Call it Big Chile, the worms.
We just got to put in the legwork. We got to build the following, build the brand, build all that, show up, record the pod. Yeah. It is what it is. It's tough. Our significant others like our time. It's a good problem, right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
They like being around us, right? I guess we're doing something right, but it's just tough to get out sometimes. I actually ran into him yesterday at the mall randomly. I texted him. I was like, hey, dude, I see your girl here with some guy.
Yeah, dude. Albert texted me something. He's like, "Yeah, girl's here with this big black dude," and I'm like, I saw the dude, and I was like, "That guy's Colombian, bro." Way off.
And that's her uncle. Right? No, I just saw. I ran into his family, and I was like, "Where's Roland?" And they were like, "Oh, he's making a reservation." I was like, "Oh, I gotcha." So, I mean, other than that, what else you got, man? Like I said, I'm good with the short and sweet because
I mean, I'm pretty excited to go fishing. Wednesday?
Yeah, we're gonna go Wednesday.
Yeah, we're gonna go fish finally. It's been a hot minute. I got to get my license now.
Get your license. You can buy them online now, literally.
Hey, what was up with Manny getting pulled over on the river with Tomas?
Oh,
or Thomas. My bad. Thomas.
Oh, he's where Manny was fishing up there. It's a real popular run.
We're not gonna say the name.
Yeah, it's a real popular run now. I mean, literally super popular. So popular that there's game wardens checking for licenses out there. And Manny pulled a Manny and like didn't have the right documentation.
He said there was errors. Like
he was like, "No,
like, bro,
I was at the checkout, dog." He screenshotted it. Said today's date. I don't know what happened, man.
Like, man,
Manny's already been busted once for not having a migratory bird stamp, which is fucking hilarious. So like, it's just funny. Again, it's just
was that when you ran into your racist neighbors
over there at the property? Yeah, that was wild. That was dove season's around the corner. That's the only time I really take. We can't.
I mean, not that like I don't mind just talking about fishing, but we just got to talk about the outdoor space and like the seasons, not just.
I think so. I think
like
so.
Doves.
I think when dove season comes in, I think it's cool because
decoy work with bites.
Because legally, you can only shoot 15 a day. So I mean, where we go hunting. It's a bunch of guys who are decent marksmen and a lot of birds. So you can limit out in one hunt. And then
that's where you and Molly used to go, your old dog.
Mm-hmm. And then we could go fishing the other half of the day. Go fishing in the morning.
Definitely got to
shoot a limit in the afternoon because, again, if you can hit a broadside of a barn where we hunt, there's quite a bit of birds that you'll get 15.
Yeah.
So fish in the morning, hunt in the evening. The next day, hunt in the morning, fish in the evening.
Have an altercation with your racist white power neighbors.
Yeah, have a altercation with a guy with a swastika tattoo on his beer belly. Wild times. So there's a lot of stories that we could talk about. Which
didn't you say? Hold on, real quick. Just Albert told me about this character, which is his next door neighbor with a swastika tattoo that apparently had.
No. It's not my next door neighbor. It's the neighbor at my grandparents' property.
Well,
where we hunt
at the ranch.
Yeah,
I mean, your grandparents no longer are alive.
Yeah, they're not alive. So it's like a family property. But yeah, the catty corner neighbors are your typical small town, live in a rundown trailer, no teeth. Meth head, unfortunate.
And with the swastika tattoo.
Yeah, and we were peppering the shit out of their house one day, fucking Manny. And I had to go talk to them because they were like, "Oh, look at all these dents you put in my car." And it was fucking wild. Like, I was definitely not going to have the gun. I was not going to leave the gun behind because, like I said, he had a swastika tattoo on his belly. He was yelling like Joe Dirt from the middle of the road to get the fuck over there. It was my grandfather's property, and I was like, I gotta go deal with. We
don't see your kind around here too often.
So I had to go deal with that.
What is that? Curly hair?
He was crazy. His son was like bigger than him. I was like, yeah, I'm taking the gun. So
dude,
the cops came, altercation figured out, game warden came through.
Didn't you say he had an all black dog that he was like making out with?
No, that's cancelable. So next topic. But man, it was fun. But those stories I want to tell like on the pod full from beginning to end because those stories are hilarious. Like literally, the game warden and the 7 or 8 guys that were hunting with us were like cracking up because of how we're idiots and it's fun. So anyways, other than that, anything else or like I said, I think short sweet to get it out easy.
I just want to bring like some like other things that clearly we've been going through. Like you've been fishing with Brandon.
Oh yeah. Fish with Brandon on the boat, man. He just got off the water with Brandon on the boat.
Y'all didn't die with Easton fucking throttling up the whole fucking boat.
But that was a year ago. Like there's a lot. That was last September. So that there's a lot that's happened since then that again we just haven't made time to come talk about. So
yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. Roland, like I said, is down one pod, so he's got the time now. We're gonna make it happen. Sort of, yeah. He's about to buy another, location. So
route, yeah.
It is what it is. But guys, I hope you can use what we gave you today. Like I said, what you got? You good?
I mean, I'm pretty much good. We already basically listed our future guests. I'd love to have Alan on. I want to go fishing with Alan one of these days.
We need to make good on going fishing with Alan.
Yeah, take him up on his offer.
Marshall back on,
Yeah.
especially because somebody in the wind told us that the store applied to be a dealer with G-Crack. So
Yeah.
we'll have him on because he's like basically the guy that fishes with them. I like people that fish with the product that we're talking about because they kind of put proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
And where, like, I'm a swim bait guy, right? But I'm not a swim bait only guy. I'm not gonna live and die by the swim bait. I will always. The best way to describe my fishing style is I will always have a swim bait tied on.
Yeah.
I will never only have swim baits tied on. That I'm not. I like to catch fish.
Travis just throws frogs all day.
Travis throws frogs. Travis throws frogs and catches big fucking fish.
Talk about that.
Do we need to have Travis on?
Talk about that recent catch with that fucking frog that he pulled out of his ass.
Oh my God. So I'll leave you with this story. Because like I said, I got to get out of here. But the craziest thing ever. Travis is literally my best friend, right? He is we are the yin and the yang. And it's like no matter how long it's been since I've hung out with him or fished with him, it's like we never stopped fishing together. And Travis just kind of shows up sometimes super unprepared, super last minute, hasn't opened his freshwater tackle bag in fucking 3 years. And he's catching fucking fish left and right on a frog, left and right. And the frog's just getting torn to pieces. And he's like, oh, I guess I got to look for another frog. Like just looks through an old crusty bag with sleeves and takes it out. And he's like, I ain't seen this since 2012. Puts it on, catches a fucking 23-inch, 6-pound bass at like 1 p.m. Not a cloud in the sky. And then we're laughing. And I'm like, dude, that frog, you're going to put it back in that bag and that frog's going to tell all its friends, dude, I caught a giant today. And all those lures are going to be like, bitch, we've been in here for 5 years.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It is awesome. Awesome time. So we gotta have Travis on. I don't know that he would want to be on, but I think he would.
Yeah,
he's a character, man. Everybody that we're cool with and close with is like just fun. Like it's fun, good vibes, good time. Similar interests, and we definitely want to be better. Like we're guys that are motivated. So everybody always like I literally took Travis out on one of the lakes just to get his perspective. Like I wanted him to show me how he was gonna catch fish on what he's comfortable and confident catching fish on that I didn't throw on. So then the next time I went out and I caught a lot more fish on a frog that I didn't even have a frog tied on the 5 or 6 times I went before. So that's some cool podcast content.
Yeah.
That I really like. I was like, Travis, come out one day. We went out on a Sunday. He met me out there. He came to the house. We went out there. He was on like 2 hours of sleep. And I just kind of like relaxed, just enjoyed watching him fish. He likes to say, when I watch you and Manny fish, it's like I'm watching real life YouTube because we were going to put it on YouTube anyways. But I liked watching him break down spots that it was the first time he had ever seen it. So he had that like first time high. And it was cool to watch him catch fish in places I wasn't throwing, on lures I wasn't throwing. Yep. It was super cool. It was like, okay, write that in the memory bank. That makes sense. They weren't hitting it because of the frog. They were hitting it because the white belly of the frog just looked like a flicking threadfin shad that was the forage on the lake at the time. So it was cool. I like being a student of the game for fishing, and I literally just, was just sitting back, chilling, letting him kind of lead, like, show me what you got. Right? Because I hadn't seen him in a couple months. It was a good time. We got caught up. His wife was down in the Caribbean where the storm like hit when it was a Category 5. So everything's good with her, and we just chopped it up and talked about that, and then we just fished all day. So it was dope. Like we fished from like sun up to 3 o'clock, and good times. Yeah. Good vibes. It's like I never stopped talking. Again, that's just how it is with your boy. So it was fun. So those are things I'd like to talk about, but I got to get them on to talk about.
No,
you know
I totally get it.
So
all right, everybody.
Man. We'll see you on the next one, which we should have some pretty good guests coming up. So tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your baby mama, tell your side piece, tell her side piece. Just let them know. We'll see you on the next one.
Later.
Peace.